This piece is called Scream, and yeah, it is what it is. This is for whoever out there needs it. You were born without the sake of electricity. This would be their first excuse for you having the thirst. The power went out at the hospital the moment your head breached and didn't come back on until the doctor slid his hands fumbling over your body in the darkness, found your umbilical cord and snipped it. This would give you a natural hesitancy towards men touching you in dark, unfamiliar places. Weeks after your birth, your father had nightmares that instead of the doctor cutting your umbilical cord, he had slit your throat. When you were 13 and he was drunk, he admitted that some days he wishes the doctor had done just that. When you were 15 and he was drunker, he changed your name from daughter to dyke, lesbian, whore. Sometimes he called you worse. But worse was that your mother said. During his Bible thumping years, he would hug you tight enough to squeeze forgiveness from your ribs. His hand on your head, the two of you would kneel and he would pray for God to remove this thirst from you. Smiling, he would help you back up and tell you it's okay, it's not your fault. It's all the internet and TV. Too many pretty people parading around in the world. Of course, the ugly ones will become confused and feel left out, he said. You're just as ugly as the color purple is all. So this is how you grew up. All sharp angles and obtuse fractures. You kissed boys thinking of girls, wondering could they sense it. You kissed girls thinking of your father's scorn, could he sense it. The day the boys dragged you behind the high school and took what they wanted from you, you didn't scream once. You just kept saying, I am my mother's child. I am my mother's child, over and over again. And this is how she found you. Another girl just like you. All sharp angles and obtuse fractures. Together, you two formed right angles and boxed your demons out. You'd sit on jungle gyms smoking cigarettes, debating over what clouds do when no one was looking. When no one was looking, she would sneak into your room and hide underneath your bed, reading you stories of beauty while you slept. The day you kissed her, the power went out on your block. Using a flashlight, your father found the two of you. Using a flashlight, he beat the brightness out of her. Took you to the doctor, though. Bought you lightning, electroshock therapy. They'd remove the leather strap from your mouth and ask if you understood this was a weakness for you to overcome, a disease to be cured. You'd reply, I am my father's child. 20 votes. I am my mother's daughter. 40 votes. I like women. 80 votes. I love women. 100 votes. You all can suck my dick. After the funeral, everyone brought food for a body that didn't need it anymore. Spoke in hushed corners about how could this possibly have happened. You seemed like such a fragile girl, too small to even hold up your own shadow, much less a razor. The girl your father had chased away approached your mother and found her, gave her a shoebox with a letter on top. It was a note from you. The letter read, Dear Mom, I know mountains are supposed to be majestic, but maybe they're just rocks and we're the majestic ones. And I know we don't have to all like one another, but we all should love one another. So since we all come from a woman, is it so bad to love one? I mean, doesn't the mountain love the rock, and the rock the grass, and the grass the tree, and the tree the leaves, and the leaves the breeze, and the breeze the throat of the God that it came from? And doesn't God love us all like he loves his own breath? See, I knew a woman once, Mom. She was my history and my teacher. She loved another woman, but people didn't understand their love, so they kept it hidden in cryptic postcard messages and pictures, and love notes sent with a wink, and they did what the world said do. So this woman found a good man and loved him like no other, for she gave him herself, and in the end, that's the only thing we really have to give one another. But in the end, it wasn't enough, for she still loved that woman that she loved all those years ago and held onto those love letters for all those years, through all the moving and packing, living and losing, trying and fighting, living a lie for so long it begins to feel like the truth, hiding in a closet for so long it begins to feel like home, holding your breath afraid of what might come out with the air. And I thought this woman weak, but she was my history and my teacher. So I learned that it was okay to be weak sometimes. If weak means loving yourself, then strong is for man, and man by nature is weak. So here we are again in this circle closet shaped like a heart and forgotten like the box full of your lesbian love letters I found in my closet one day, Mom. I came out of the closet to let you know that the view is just fine and the air goes on forever, and I didn't cut anything on me that wasn't already dead, Mom. I just gave my freedom an exit door. I hope this helps you understand, Mom. Yours truly, a pretty girl, pretty as the color purple. With this, her mother walked into the room full of mourners and made the following announcement: I am my daughter's mother. I am electric. I am dark flesh. I loved a woman once, and it is the only love I have ever truly known. I used to know how to scream. If you are in this room tonight afraid of judgment, don't ask, don't tell bullshit repeal policies, or being bullied by some asshole in your circle of friends, please stop hiding and come out. There is no judgment here. There's only air. Thank you all so much for your time this evening.